Last Friday, Hillary Clinton likened Trump supporters to literal Nazis because they put their fingers in the air. I'm not even joking. We'll dig into that story in just 1 second. You guys, welcome back to my not-so-new in-studio segment. If you guys are enjoying this segment, please let me know down in the comment section below. And before we get started, this video is brought to you by JamesKlug.com. If you'd like to become a monthly member, head over to JamesKlug.com/members. And you can help support the channel for as little as 1 cup of coffee per month. That directly helps me combat the demonetization that these videos face and helps us go out there and create more videos. So head over to JamesKlug.com/members, become a monthly member today. Also, you get access to our exclusive Gilded server where you can chat with me every single week. And if you want to do it through YouTube, you can just hit the join button below this video. So let's jump into this story. Hillary Clinton, this from the Daily Wire. Hillary Clinton likens Trump supporters to Nazis because they pointed in the air. She said this as they pointed in the air during a rally, one of Trump's rallies. While speaking at Texas Tribune Festival in Austin, Texas on Friday, the former First Lady, Secretary of State, and failed 2016 presidential candidate recounted that when she was a student, she wondered why people in the 1930s and 40s were so enthralled with Adolf Hitler. Let's go ahead and check out this video posted by John. You guys can see her say this for herself. Let's see.
As a young student, trying to figure out how did people get basically drawn in by Hitler? How did that happen? And I'd watch newsreels and I'd see this guy.
If you're in the crowd, you're seeing this and you're just like, uh-oh, she's about to do everything I don't like is Adolf Hitler.
Standing up there ranting and raving and people
Here it is.
shouting and raising their arms. I thought, what's happened to these people? Why did they believe that? You saw the rally in Ohio the other night. Trump is there ranting and raving for more than an hour, and you have these rows of young men with their arms raised.
Right, because at Hitler's rallies, people rose their arms, and at Trump's rallies, they did too. Therefore, Nazism. That's the conclusion here.
I thought, what is going on? So there is a real pressure, and I think it is fair to say we're in a struggle between democracy and autocracy.
Right, that's the new language that the left is using to demonize, half the American people, is calling them fascists, calling them Nazis. The Nazi one's not so new. However, from people that are so high up, politicians, that is newer. But it's all surrounding the language of, oh, well, they want autocracy. They want one person ruling the nation. They want centralized autocracy because, they're calling you a fascist. They're calling you a fascist if you support anything that they don't support, basically. They're calling you a fascist here. One thing to note, Joe Biden is the greatest centralizer of power of the federal government probably in American history. He's been struck down by the Supreme Court multiple times on executive overreach, and he's gone about doing what he wanted to do anyways. Look no further than the Supreme Court telling him he couldn't cram down a federal eviction moratorium, and he, used the CDC to do it anyways. He also bypassed Congress and used OSHA to force federal vaccine mandates. Just the other week, he said that he had the authority to wipe out $500 billion of student loan debt. He has no constitutional authority to do that. So, they're accusing Donald Trump and MAGA Republicans of wanting a centralized autocracy, but that's really what they've been doing themselves. Anyways, this rhetoric is being parroted by not only the mainstream media, but political commentators, politicians, etc. There's many people that are agreeing with this and are just repeating this narrative. Jennifer, pro-privacy Rubin, I guarantee Jennifer, by the way, would vote to kick down doors or remove firearms from people's homes. So maybe not the most pro-privacy. But anyways, the display bore an uncanny resemblance. Before I dig into that, let's show you guys pictures and videos of what they're even talking about here, okay? The display bore an uncanny resemblance to the infamous Nazi salute. The incitement and zombie-like response should put to rest the notion that Biden should be reaching out to these people. They are unreachable, and pretending otherwise misleads voters. They are unreachable because they did this. During one of Trump's rallies, they put their fingers up, and that is saying America first. Now, that isn't me reaching at all. This is completely well known. This is them saying America first. They do it all the time at Trump rallies. And this is what they're losing their minds on. Put America first, the crowd goes. And that's Nazi Germany. Let's go to another one. Aaron Rupar, Twitter, left-wing, provocateur kind of guy. He did post the video, so we're gonna see this. This is one of the most bizarre things I've seen at a Trump rally. All it is missing is passing around Kool-Aid right after. So you can see the video right here. And just for full context, this was at the end of Trump's rally, so he tends to put on music and makes it dramatic, does this whole Trump shtick. He basically turns it into a concert venue during his rallies. But you can see the people are doing the America First while he's speaking. Watch this.
Ukraine, killing hundreds of thousands of people, and it will only get worse. It would never have happened with me as your commander-in-chief, and for 4 long years.
So yeah, that's what they're losing their minds about. That is Hitler. Lawrence Tribe. Who is Lawrence? Lawrence is let's see. Lawrence is a Harvard professor, which is, I guess, nowadays wildly unsurprising and also incredibly disappointing. I admire so-and-so enormously for the courage he showed in making this entirely apt, but no doubt provocative comparison. Right. Nazi Germany to a bunch of people saying America first, put America first. How dare they do this at a Trump rally? And Citizens for Ethics is a left-wing legal group. Our girl Joyce is another one that's doing this, making this comparison. She's even afraid, actually right here, she says, why has no enterprising wit posted a split screen of the Queen's funeral and the TRUMP rally? She censored Trump. You'll see this. I'll actually talk to people in the street that will do this themselves. They'll censor like their own language and not even say his name, which is just on another level of TDS. But anyways, she's saying with the Nazi salute. She didn't even. She just said it was the same thing. They were just doing Nazi salutes. Joyce is a feminist author, a famous feminist author, or somewhat famous. Here's more comparisons. Don't be disarmed by how goofy Trump followers are. Mussolini was a buffoon. Hitler was ridiculous. Out of context, even their uniforms were like something out of a campy Broadway spoof. Fascism is inherently dopey until the killing starts. Right, because this is the sign that they're going to start killing people. You know, the guys that are voting for your Second Amendment rights to preserve them, to arm the populace, to resist tyrannical rule. Or the people that don't want to limit free speech, that want you to be able to say and whatever you'd like on social media and elsewhere. No, cramming down their rhetoric on you or their agenda on you and making you speak the way that they want you to speak. That sounds like a major fascist. What fascist regime actually wants to arm the population to resist fascism? That's a good question. But, these people aren't about making sense. They just want to win political points here because this is, of course, ridiculous. And there's a lot of people making fun of this on Twitter, of course. We have this guy right here saying, lots of Trump rally salutes at this OU game in Norman. Turns out they do it every time the ball is kicked off. Oh, my. Yeah, I'm sure Hillary Clinton can't watch a single church service or concert or she's probably not looking at church services, but concerts or sports games, because every single time she sees it, she sees people with their arms in the air, and that must just be Nazis. I mean, this is like textbook everything I don't like is Hitler. You guys ever see that? I don't know. Maybe I'll have that pop up, but you guys ever see that meme with him on the slide? That this is like literal, like by definition that. But also, more so, and going back to this Daily Wire article, they do talk about, I don't know where they talk about it. Right here. Clinton infamously labeled Trump supporters deplorables during the 2016 election. To just be grossly generalistic, you could put half of Trump's supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables, Clinton said at the time. The racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic, you name it. And, anybody that's a conservative has heard this time and time again. The racist, sexist, bigot, homophobe, whatever. But they've been doing this for a long time, and they've been demonizing the American people for a long time. There's a major difference between countering somebody that's going after you, or countering something, or even going after somebody that's a politician, public figure, compared to, there's a big difference between that and going after the American people. In just the last 6 years, we've seen basket of deplorables, but more so recently, we've seen MAGA, demonizing MAGA Republicans, ultra MAGA, all of these things. And what have Republicans done when they've heard these things? They've turned them into t-shirts, merch. They turned them into bumper stickers. One way to mock someone mocking you is to grab it and just lean into it. This is what they noticed that. The political elite noticed that. And now they've just gone full mask off and said, all right, fine. Let's call them fascists. Let's accuse them of wanting a centralized autocracy. Let's accuse them of being a threat to the very foundations of our republic. That's what MAGA means now. That's what these people that disagree with us, that's what it means now. Doesn't matter if they want to preserve gun rights or your free speech, or want to preserve the nuclear family structure, or don't want the new left-wing gender and sexual values pushed on their first through third graders. Doesn't matter if that's all pretty sound arguments, pretty consistent with what they've wanted in the past. No, let's pretend that they're a new extreme, and let's pretend that they're a threat to the country. And that's what we're seeing here. So yeah, they're cranking up the heat, and this rhetoric is here to stay. This is what they're doing to win the election. They do not want to talk about any of Joe Biden's accomplishments because there's none. They don't want to talk about Joe Biden's economy because it's in the dump right now. They don't want to talk about any of that. They want to talk about you. They want to talk about Donald Trump, and that's all they want to talk about. And a part of me says, don't let them. Talk about the border. Talk about the economy. Talk about all of this stuff that's happening right now that is affecting the American people. Let me know what you guys think about what Hillary Clinton said and what these Democrats are saying, comparing Trump supporters saying America first, comparing that to Nazi rallies, the Nazi salute. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of this. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, make sure to subscribe for more videos, and hit that bell notification button so you're notified next time I post. I'll catch you guys next time.